Battle cruiser operational.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Metropolis, gonna be action, gonna be hotpotplease, a TVZ. Top right, it is our Zerg player. It is action, the macro Zerg. Bottom left, it is hotpotplease, playing under a barcode. Who does he think he's fooling? Action probably knows who this is, but maybe not. It's a nondescript barcode, I feel like. There's maybe a gap right here. But other than that, man, it is super nondescript. I don't know how we got this, but hotpotplease is a good Terran player. Let's see if he can handle action today. RJB does not send me one-sided stomps. So let's see how this is going to match up here. And again, this is Metropolis. It is a map where a lot of places, with a lot of places to drop. Look at this. This is your main. From down here, all the way up here, and then all the way over here as well, dude. A lot of places to keep an eye on for drops. I've seen lurkers drop there. I've seen somebody put a proxy gateway over here in a PvZ and warp in Dark Templars. Just incredible plays on Metropolis. So, walling off at the front here. Standard play. Overlord Scouting. Also a standard play today on Metropolis. Tap that like button if you're excited to see more TVZ from the Falcon Paladin channel. Hotpotplease verse in action Metropolis. Wait, how do we do that? Action verse. Let's see. Hotpotplease and action on Metropolis. That's what it is. That's what my brain is trying to do here. Trying to write a song for you guys while I'm casting. My brain works in weird ways. So, got a hatch first. Here from action. Again, the macro Zerg. Not every time. Because every time would be a little bit too much, right? If it's a Zerg player hatch versus every single time, then just, you know, proxy and you're good. See the SCV scouting out. We do have a drone scouting out as well. Excellent stuff. We got pool, we have gas, we have everything doing A-okay here in a TVZ. Based on this opening, I feel like it's going to be an SK Terran opening for our guy, hotpotplease. We will see. Overlord scouting, seeing no Terran. Drone scouting, seeing no Terran. He will see Terran, but he does not know if he's coming from his base or coming from a base where there is nothing there. It's like, okay, so we're not walling off? No. No sign of Terran here. So both players have no idea where the other player is right now. There are two other places we can see. And scouting the short rush distances here first. Very good. And, all right, so he knows where... Oh, my gosh, two SCVs. Wow, so two SCVs scouting. Finally finding the Zerg player. Drone says, yes, this is where the Terran player is. I will take my leave now. First 100 gas into lair. Still collecting gas. So is it going to be metabolic boost or is it going to be saving up for Mutalisks? We will see with the production tab. And yeah, it is a hatch first, man, but you scattered it super late. I was like, yeah, just go home. Go home, Marines. There is no chance of getting a bunker there. We've got Lings out already here. Steve the SCV very bravely scouting, very bravely juking against these Lings. There we go. So metabolic boost. We've got 100 gas for metabolic boost. And then still collecting gas here inside the main base. Saving up for a Spire. Can we get it sub 2 minutes? I think we can. Nothing crazy in the early game. So I think it's going to be a Spire sub 4 minutes. Engineering Bay popping up for an early +1 attack for these Marines. All evidence points to a Marine-heavy opening for hotpotplease. But again, that doesn't mean you cannot transition into Mac. Wow, a lot sub-minutes. What's my brain trying to say there? I don't know. How do you say that? It was sub 4 minutes by a lot. I guess that's how you do that. So, +1 attack. As I said, Academy behind the minimap. You can't hide from me, Academy. Stim on the way. Are we going to see drops? I think we need to see drops to take action past 10 minutes, right? If you do not drop, the Zerg players just lock their bases up with Sunkens and with Lurkers and say, ha, come get me. And you can't get them without Science Vessels, without tanks, or without drops. What are we doing? What are we doing, SCV? You're just all over the place, dude. Oh my gosh, a second Rax. And a third hatch. So yeah, hope everyone is doing okay here today in 2026. Did you know you'd be watching StarCraft in 2026 when you were first playing StarCraft as a kid or as an adult maybe? I mean, I think I was 16 or 17 when StarCraft came out, so I wasn't a kid exactly, but I'm playing this thing. It's blowing me away. It's knocking my socks off. I said, hey, this is the greatest game I've ever seen. How is this such a good game? And then, oh, Link, the run by. Ooh, the block, yes, but medic healing. Okay, so fine. One Link gets inside. He wanted to get more than that. He sees the multiple racks. Beautiful scout. Knows exactly what's happening here. But yeah, did I think I'd be watching and casting StarCraft in 2026? I didn't know there was going to be a pro scene for StarCraft back in 98. Had no idea. No, none of us did. Professional game playing was like, that's not a real thing. And then it was. And then it totally turned into a real thing. How crazy is that? Anyway, mutas are flying out. Second gas harvesting. Going to be mutas. Going to be a +1 carapace upgrade. Going to be an investment into the 2-hatch Mutalisk opening here. I mean, technically there's a 3rd hatch over there, but nah. We'll call it a 2-hatch nevertheless. Range upgrade not done for the Marines. Working on a comm set. For the scouting purposes, is it going to be quick lurker follow-up, or are we going to be dealing with a lot of Mutalisks today? The answer for now is in Action's hands, as Action wants to get 1 million Mutalisks with that +1 carapace upgrade, which is really good against the Marines because they do little tiny attacks very fast, and armor is good against that. That's why Ultras are good against Marines too. So Muta stacking all the livelong day here. That's what we do if we're a Zerg player in TVZ. In the 2026, we still go for the Mutalisks. There's the scan out. And yeah, honestly, the opening of TVZ is not why you like TVZ. You like it for the late game, the scrappiness, the run-bys, the drops, the irradiates, the defensive matrices, the tanks maybe, right? That's why you like TVZ. You're not here because 2-hatch Muta opening is incredibly interesting against Terran. Terran knows how to handle it for the most part. It's really just to keep the Terran on this side of the map so the 3rd base can get saturated. This isn't necessarily Action even trying to win right here. He knows that. He is making a lot of Mutalisks, though. He's got a full stack, and he's making 3 more behind it. He's waiting for that Carapace upgrade to finish. Really, again, just keeping the Marines back here. Hey, look, I'm going to attack your natural. Hey, look, all your SCVs are going to die. And the Marines are like, don't do that. Stop it. You're so mean. We're just going to trade out. How many Marines will die for how many Mutalisks is a number that matters here. Uh-oh, I think this group is dead. Yeah, it's dead. That's a dead group. Action felt it. He wipes it out. The entire group dies except for the medics. And then reinforcing Marines trying to avenge their buddies. It's just more and more of the mutas. That's simply all that it is. Ooh, double starport. Could be race, but guess what's going to be? Science vessels. Do we have an armory at all? No. Okay, so it is going to be science vessels. Queen's Nest coming in, 7 minutes. Hydra Den here too. A little bit delayed on the Hydra Den, but the Mutas have done a good job at keeping the Marines away from the 3rd. And if you can keep the Marines away from the 3rd with Mutalisks, guess what? You don't have to get lurkers as fast. So scans in, sees the natural, sees the main, sees the Queen's Nest, and the Hydra Den says, all right, Action's not doing anything like mass Mutalisk here today. We've seen it sometimes where it's mass, like 1, 1, 2, 2 mutas, just trying to win forever against these Marines. The Carapace upgrade is done. Is it enough, though, against hotpotplease? The answer seems to be kind of. I think Action's doing pretty well. The Marines have not had any ability to get across the map. They'd love to get across the map. They'd love to kill these juicy drones. They're so easy to shoot. These drones getting to work. There you go. These SCVs need to get to work here, too. Come on, hotpotplease. Action's putting his guys to work. Good man. Good, Anakin. Racks, science facility, control towers. Yep, it's going to be very, very standard. Marine, medic, science vessel, maybe some fire bats if we get lucky. Fire bats are smart, but again, if the enemy is making mass Mutalisk, then maybe you don't need the fire bats. Yeah, full stack, +1 carapace. Ow, losing a boy there. Yeah, so it's just been 9 minutes of trying to get across the map up to the 12 o'clock where he knows the base is, but he can't get there. The mutas are so annoying. Gonna build a sunken at the top of this ramp. Gonna lurker egg these guys as soon as lurker aspect is done. And there it is, done just as soon as the sunken finishes, which is kind of crazy. We've got, yep, the science facilities done. Science vessels on the way. Irradiate getting researched now would be pretty awesome. You have the resources for it. You really should start the upgrade. And science facility continues to not be blinky. Scans in, sees lurker eggs, but no lurkers yet. Sunken helping. Muta's helping. Muta's falling. Lurkers have to fall back and then burrow. They can't just burrow right there or they'll die. There it is. There's the scan. One lurker gets focused down. The other lurker getting focused down here too, but another lurker shows up. The Sunken doing work, reinforcing Marines joining the party here too. And is that a hold? That little narrow choke, I think, provided a lot of defense there for Action, and hotpotplease has to fall back. You just can't get as many Marines up to this high ground as you want. Sunken probably has 5 or 6 kills there. Huge part of it. Muta's trying to get down to the natural base. They didn't want to attack this before. There are 3 turrets here. Radiate's on the way, finally happening. Another scan. Into the natural base, scanning, seeing Lurker 1, 2, 3, and 4. Not without those irradiates. We have the Scourge yet. Action. We got them Scourge. There's the first irradiate. Yes, we do have Scourge. No connections. No connections on the science vessels. Well done. And then up this ramp's not a bad idea either, but it's also very similarly narrow as the other one. So can he get up there? He's trying. Oh, and there's lurkers already spining. And you're not even up the ramp yet. Yeah, that lurker finishes. Burrows. Sniped. This is so hard to do. No, absolutely not. Nope. The Mutas, that Carapace upgrade is providing a lot of value here. Oh, these guys walking into this, their deaths. Come on, hotpotplease, you got this. You got this. The defensive action has been insanely good. Third base, south side for hotpotplease. He is a Korean Terran player. I'm not sure I said that, but I mean, obviously, there's not really a foreigner Terran player that can take action to 12 minutes, I don't think. Not that I'm aware of. Just to radiate, yeah, Defiler. Thought he got a drone there for a second. That would have been funny. Nope, definitely not. Just irradiating as much as possible, and then does dart up the ramp, but the Lings are here. Man, this is a lot of Marines coming into this meat grinder to try to kill this third base. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to kill the third base because that's a win condition in this matchup. I want to say he can't, but also maybe he can here. Okay, every lurker at the high ground is dead. The Muta's whittling down this Marine count as well, and he does finish it off. Dude, Action is holding this by the skin of his teeth. He's got very wounded Mutalisks here. He does catch and irradiate. Beautiful split off there. Action's so good at that. It's so hard to do. Third base getting saturated, reinforcing dudes, falling back. So that is some of the most aggressive attempt to kill a third base from a Terran player I've ever seen. Try to get up that ramp. Try to get up that ramp. Lost like 60 Marines. But now he's dealing with Adrenal. Now he's dealing with Defilers. We saw those already. Consume is done. Dark Swarm. The time of the Marine is basically over. Not sure the Marine can make this happen anymore. However, what's the follow-up going to be, man? Are you still just Marining? Yeah. I mean, at this point, we need to start implementing some Fire Bats into the Dark Swarm against these Lings. The Cracklings are just going to trade very well against the Marines. The Fire Bats are going to help to deal with that, too. Up this ramp we go. Hey, there's nothing up there. What the heck? Go, go, go. Stim, run. And there's the Dark Swarm, and there's the Lings. All right. Too late. Too late on the uptake. Can't get up that now. He knows it. He knows it's not going to happen. Plagued up. Plagued up again. Oh, the Mutas are hunting for your plagued science vessels. Run, boys! Send the Marines out. Oh, saved every single one of them. Are you going to repair them? Feel like you should. Oh, are we not battle cruisering? We are. We're battle cruisering. Physics lab. Complete. Ugh. All right, hotpotplease. What do you got for us, man? How can you use battle cruisers in a way to win this game? Sending them out across the map 1 or 2 at a time does not really seem to do it. Fighting with the army can get it done. Yeah, Hydra meta. Hydras can snipe these science vessels from the ground a little bit easier than Mutas can jump on top of them. That Hydra range really helps a lot. But the good news for hotpotplease is that it's 3 base with the 4th base on the way to 3 bases of the Zerg player with maybe a 4th base on the way. And that tells you all you need to know. But now, at this point, Dark Swarm is up. Cracklings are here. This is a game of, hey, can I actually get across the map and get a Dark Swarm on this base? Or like a Dark Swarm right here, or a Dark Swarm right here. Because if he can do that, he can win. You got to keep this Zerg player on his side of the map. And coming up. these ramps. Metropolis is so good for defense. Getting up ramps against Zerg is nigh impossible here. If it was a bit of a wider ramp, if you could mine through these minerals and open it up just a bit, I really think it would make a difference. Science vessels getting hunted. Plague science vessels, new plague science vessels joining the party. Hydra's hunting. Trying to kill a science vessel just with Hydralisks is pretty tough because, well, science vessels are kind of fast. They can go over this high ground, and all right, never mind. Mutas can handle it. Good job, Mutalisk. But look at this, 4th base. It's done for the Terran, not done for the Zerg. Good macro here. 57 workers for the Terran player. 155 supply to 118 for action. Nidus tech, yes. I just remember at the beginning of the game when I said drops, and then there were no drops, and then he's trying to get up these ramps, and it's not happening. Yeah, I remember that. Production tab, come on. Ah! Oh, he tricked me. He tricked me by not getting drops for this long, and then he got them. Okay, so would have got a handful of links here. No defilers, no lurkers at this 3rd base. This is a good drop. This is what we're here for, Terran players. Unloading in the 3rd base. Drones getting evacuated. There are a couple sunk-ins, but so what? Drones are going to die anyway. Firebat taking sunken shots to the face. Trying to finish off the hatch. Focus the drones. Okay, no, and then drop it into the main base. Not a big drop at all, but a Mutalisk is going to die. There's a Firebat here to help against these Lings. There it is. Good job, Firebat. Running in single file. The Lings are not going to get it done. That's amazing. That actually totally sucks for action. Meanwhile, still trying to get up this ramp. Is he going to successfully? There's Dark Swarm Lurker up there. Don't do it, man. Okay, so finally, Firebat with 6 kills, 7 kills, gets exploded and surrounded. This base is impenetrable. Over ground with Marines. I'm going to build some tanks or something. No, just more science vessels, Falcon. It'll be fine. This feels like a stubborn place. No. Same place. Don't come back to the scene of the crime. That's what they say about criminals, is they always come back to the scene of the crime, and that's how they get caught a lot. So, ridiculous. Ridiculous showing. Come on, Hotbot, please. No, not up the ramp. Lurker Dark Swarm, run. So Hotbot, please, is determined. I'll give him that. He's keeping the pressure on the Zerg player. Is he killing any bases? No. Has he killed some drones? Yeah. He's got some damage in here, but he's lost so many Marines on the other side of it. I'm just not sure if it's even worth it at all. Interesting place for action to put a hatch. I'm trying to figure out what value this provides him. This is the bottom right spawn. See? I guess you could build some Mutalisks here, fly them here, kill these SCVs, and they wouldn't have come across the map and been scouted? Oh, we get a little restoration. Hotpot, please, you're in my good graces now. Let's go. Restoration, restoring the science vessels. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so we're going to see some restoration on science vessels. Maybe if we're lucky, restoration on, like, a medic would be hilarious. Probably not going to happen, but here we go. Ooh, so siege mode on the way, too, at 18 minutes. What an interesting play here from Hotpot, please. Action's getting big is the problem for Hotpot, please. He's at 54 workers. Oh, the science vessels were not saved. There's another plague on them. But they're being kept alive to a pretty impressive extent. Hotpot, please, is good with the micro. So there's a Nidus over here, and then you bring some drones down, and then you take this base, and then these guys never know. Because these guys are watching the front door, but they didn't realize that there was already a drone in there to build a hatchery. Interesting. Firebats inside that Dark Swarm. Going to be good, but not in the numbers that they're at here. Firebat, 5 kills, 6 kills. Never mind, he's awesome. 6 kill Firebat winning. Yes, 8 kills. Frank the Firebat putting the work in like you've never seen a Firebat do before. Whoa, doesn't get plagued. Whoa, does totally get plagued. No, restore Frank the Firebat. I'm really distracted by this one Firebat. He gets held back until he can be healed up. Good by him. Attacking into this place. Catching another giant plague to the face, though. Frank. Oh, plague lasts for so long. And it's gone now. Oh, there it is. Quick, heal up Frank. Heal him up. I know you guys are busy healing other... No, please, no. No, don't leave Frank. Don't leave it. Wait, Frank's alive. Frank's alive. Frank's left behind. Frank. I'm so distracted by Frank right now. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. But Frank, he's left to die. His own commander has left him to die. But hold on. Hold on. Maybe a medic can find... Medic! 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 Ooh, he's getting healed up at least a little bit. Okay, 10 kills on the Firebat. Scraptastic battles everywhere. Still has not gotten up this ramp. Still has not gotten into the natural base. hotpotplease has been trying, mind you. And, oh, Frank is back up to full HP. Let's go, Frank. He watches his medic friends die to lurker spines. He says, that's not the fate for me. Trying to snipe out some of these science vessels. The battle cruisers are out. Where are they? They're not really part of this battle, are they? Tanks? Yes. Some tanks happening. 4 basing Terran players seems a-okay. A lot of dudes back home. Would be nice to see them out doing something. Giant plague on everything. Marines, science vessels, catching it. This is where we do restoration on them. This is where we do restoration. We don't have energy for restoration. We've been healing way too much today. Oh, right. Frank the Firebat. He's back here. He's back here. So, sneaky base is sneaky for action. I like that a lot. So now he knows, right? Now he comes up the ramp and says, wait, there's creep up here. Hold on. Hold your horses. Man, wings are good. Man, if Frank had died, I could have moved on from this, but I'm emotionally invested in Frank right now. Get more kills, Frank. Get the most kills anyone's ever gotten on the channel. I guess outside of fastest map, you can get a lot of kills on fastest map as a Firebat. Just because the workers are so stacked up. Like, we're not going to stim. Definitely should stim. So they're going to share this bottom right-hand corner. Like we learned how to do in kindergarten. It's like, wait, there is so much stuff. Okay, we have to abandon this base, actually. Too many lurkers. Too much death. Frank's here. He doesn't have any medic support right now. That's okay. He is Frank. He is a hero Firebat. Yeah, this base not happening. Cool. So hotpotplease getting restoration. I'm not sure he's using restoration as much as I'd like him to. Also, where are these battle cruisers? There's one. He doesn't have any kills. I mean, adding tanks against the Hydras is just the way to do this. Top left base coming in from hotpotplease. Dang. Ah, battle cruisers wander in, get plagued. Die. No restoration for them. He dies with 2 kills. Definitely didn't pay for himself at all. And that's the story of battle cruisers in this matchup usually. What the heck? Come on, guys. You can do this better, hotpotplease. I believe in you. It is always cheaper to heal up and repair something than it is to let it die and build a new one. Yeah, I mean, action's just kind of everywhere right now, isn't he? And these Firebats exist to make sure that Lings can't run down this way and get a surround on his dudes without getting notified. Battle cruisers. Going to town on an entire battle cruiser. Fine, I'll allow it. Frank. Is he going to join the... Is he going to be re-added to the group? Maybe. Lings into the left side. 4th base. What a bunker here. There you go. Little hold position never did anything at all. And the note. You can't keep trying to get up these ramps. I really don't think you should. Quick, D-Matrix Firebat in front. No, everybody's... Boy, the control is so hard here. There you go. D-Matrix Firebat gets in there. Okay, I love it. D-Matrix Firebat's inside the Dark Swarm, clearing out every Zerg. Frank's in now. Holy, into the battle. Nice. Oh, the D-Matrix Firebat gets a lot of work done. No, Frank dies. Frank is dead. Reinforcing dudes from action. You might get up the ramp, but you're never killing this base. Wow. So, action taking the bottom right-hand corner. Top left base, though, from hotpotplease. Now, look. The point of the game is not necessarily to kill all of the Zerg bases. If you can successfully take half of the map against a Zerg player, you're going to have more cost efficiency for your units for the most part. So you can win just through a battle of attrition that way. You don't have to kill the Zerg bases in order to win a game on a map like this, or really any ladder map. You kind of just sit back, win battles, keep your bases alive, and then the Zerg player, then it's on them. The impetus is on them to make it happen. $193 to $176. Terran player is up. Terran player is feeling great. We got an air weapons upgrade for all the battle cruisers, which are non-existent on the map right now. I'm pretty sure there aren't any. No, they're over here. Fine. 2 kills, 1 kill, 0 kills. Forcing the Zerg player to spend gas on killing the battle cruisers instead of spending gas on things like defilers and lurkers is good for the good for the Terran. Oh my gosh, that's a massive plague. That is such a big plague. And all these medics have constantly been healing, so none of them have the energy at all. Oh, maybe this medic could do a restoration on the science vessel. Just saying, 17 kill science vessel deserves a restoration, friends. That is a Magellan science vessel if I have ever seen one. So these guys haven't been plagued. These guys are also not actively killing anything. This is where action says, yeah, you're right, Falcon. I do need to get out there and take out some of these Terran bases. So here he goes, the top left side. Can he make it? That is the question. And yeah, this base is dead. All right, so that's one base down. You can't have like 4 Marines in a bunker and expect to survive at 27 minutes against action. Against anybody, it's simply not enough. Oh, is this the beginning of the end? Dark Swarm. Okay, 1 lurker inside the Dark Swarm. The nightmare of every Terran player. You have to get like a couple fire bats in there to take this guy down. Left side base technically alive, but, you know, CVs are dying here. 52 workers to 66 drones. Sending the cracklings up into the tanks. They've got a +3 armor and a +1 attack, and the adrenal upgrade here too. Fire bat does die, or does take down the defiler rather. Okay, he's holding it. He hasn't lost this entirely. This base is still alive. Dark Swarm lasts forever, so let's round 3 this. Running in, causing issues. These guys are trying to get down to the map, but they get flanked by a moving army of hotpotplease here into the middle. Reinforcements at the 6 o'clock, trying to keep that base alive here too. Hotpotplease is on the edge of a knife right now. I don't know if he can pull it off. It is 170 to 170 supply, though his macro's been good enough to keep him in this game thus far. The reinforcing units, the ability to clean out attacks, the battle cruisers. Might as well just move in there, man. There are 4 Hydralisks. I guess 5 Hydras in this base, but the Defiler's ready. The Defiler is ready to plague somebody. Yeah, this base happens. Fire bats inside bunkers, much better. There's restoration on a medic. Is that what happened? Plagued up. I don't know, man. Restoration used again. Such a distinct sound, too. Again, the sound designers here, right? Lings into this base. Marines here to shut it down. Oh, yeah, burrow. Right where every one of the science vessels on the entire map live. These guys are not being attacked in. They're just kind of... Oh, okay. Hotpotplease is like, yes, Falcon, thank you. I am stream sniping. I will come in here and do some attacking. Okay, fire bats inside bunkers. Good against the Lings. Not as good against the Hydralisks. With their range upgrade here, the attack into the base is intense. Lings rolling up into the top left there too, and this might just be the end of it for Hotpot. Like I said, He is holding for now, but oh, these SCVs are going to die. Lifting that command center, lifting this command center. The battle cruisers, okay, 5 kills, 7 kills, 9 kills, getting some work here. These BCs are trying to do stuff down here too. Trying to dodge a plague, but there's defilers at this base and defilers at this base. Battle cruisers, oh, one of them died to Dark Swarm Hydra. Rad. Drone gonna die there. The death of the top left is continuing, but once again, hotpotplease has got dudes. He can clear this out. He can nice plague. Yamato's the defiler, but only after being plagued. I mean, I guess that works in the long run, but yeah. And then the hiders are like, hey, you've been plagued. We have full upgrades. You might as well just kill you. Ba-bam. And this guy too. Quapam. Nice. Command center fleeing, flying, and if hotpotplease loses these 2 bases, if he loses them as well, he is also dead. Look, he's back, but his command centers are dead, and while he's up here defending, the Lings run into the 9 o'clock base to take it out too. Yeah, we're talking about a pretty good TVZ from hotpotplease, but wasn't able to hold that top left. Once again, I just don't think the battle cruisers paid for themselves. I'd rather see more tanks against this composition, especially with the hiders that are running around. But battle cruisers, it was. SCVs running, cracklings on top of your stuff. You probably have a +2 by now. Let's find out. Hey, they do. +2, +3 on the way at 31 minutes. It's late, but I think we can live with it. See, look, cleans it up, but still no base, still no base. You can long distance mine, but that's super dangerous. And this is mining, this is mining. Battle cruisers catching a plague, fighting hiders inside Dark Swarm. And that's it. I mean, we... Oh, no. All right. Well, look, it's a lot of stuff here, right? It's still 126 supply for the Terran. He's floating command centers up from all the way down here, from the natural and the main, to try to take these top left-hand corners. And can he defend? I just think tanks would be a better use here than the battle cruisers. But, you know, hotpotplease, he's the one who's taking action to 32 minutes, not me. Defunct base, doesn't really matter if it dies. 360 gas there. Command centers running. They are slow. It's a nice benefit to be able to relocate a base like this, because hotpotplease doesn't want to spend the money building a base here. He doesn't have to. He just has to wait. And time is its own currency in StarCraft. So he's out across the map. He's got one more hurrah here, I feel like, in him. Plagued. Oh, just catching a plague before the battle even begins is so tough. Yeah, he's just bailing, and that's it. GG. hotpotplease taps out, and action is your winner in 32 minutes and 56 seconds. So well done. Well done indeed. All right, what a fantastic game there from Action. Not really surprised that Action won there, but hotpotplease did a really good game in this match. I think this sneaky hatch here was a really important reason that Action won this game, man. We had Marines out here saying, all right, so if he expands down here, we'll know. But nope. Hatch down here, Nidus, a lot of drones saturating these bases even before the Marines saw anything. That was a good thing for Action. And yeah, just Hydralisks. The answer to Hydras in TVZ is tanks. It's not battle cruisers, because we already have Hydras, right? If you're playing Lings and Ultralisks and Defilers against Terran, and then battle cruisers show up, you all of a sudden have to invest in Hydra upgrades, and that can take a while. But if we already have Hydras with upgrades, then battle cruisers show up, and it's like, oh, okay, throw it on to Dark Swarm, which I already have, Hydras with upgrades, which I already have, and the battle cruisers are dead. So that's it. So excellent, excellent TVZ. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and let's check out the final score. 264,000 points to 299,000 points for Action, outproducing the Terran player 2-1, getting outkilled by less than 2-1. Excellent, excellent stuff here from Action. 17-6 buildings raised, and resource difference here, outspending the Terran player by 23,000 resources in 32 minutes. That'll get it done. I can live with it. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Yeah.